Hi, everybody. Zipporah Wayne here, my happy heart coach, coaching parents toward deepening connection and joy with your kids. So happy to be here with you with Parshas Noach. I have a really powerful story to share with you. Hold on and stay tuned for this one. Okay? I first want to tell you and remind you that I'm doing, God willing, another masterclass series focused on creating connection and joy, creating connection through Jewish parenting challenges in December. So let me know which topics you would like covered. I have an idea of what you want to hear. However, still reach out or comment below. Let me know what topics you'd like to hear that are near and dear to your heart and what speakers you would like for me to look into for you, God willing. Okay? I now want to go into a really powerful story, so please hold on. So this parsha is about Noah built the teva, the ark, and the flood, and Avraham Avinu, Father Abraham. So our father, Noah was a tzaddik in his time, a righteous person in his time, and Avraham Avinu saw what no one else could see. Here's the story. There was a class here at Chabad in town, and there was a guy named T.M. Garrett who was speaking, and I was compelled to go. He is a former Neo-Nazi KKK leader, German, who is now, again, a former white supremacist who's now a peace activist. And he's become a friend of mine. I'm so thankful and grateful. He and his wife came by yesterday. They were doing a chesed, doing something kind for someone. And he, more than anyone, almost anyone I believe I've ever met, shows the power of choice. He landed in a world of hate. And because he chose to listen and trust himself and know, and he ended up having conversations with people where he could see the commonalities and see their humanity, baby steps at a time. Baby step. He had a conversation with someone who he thought he would hate. And he's like, wait a minute, they did something nice for me. Why do I believe this way? Why do I think this way? And it reminds me of in the parsha of Noach. Noach saw and believed something that no one in his time believed. They laughed at him. They mocked him. However, in the end, everyone had the power of choice. Here's an opportunity. God was, through Noach, choose life, do teshuvah, return to me, return from your wicked ways. And Noach did everything he could, much like TM does today. I'm here, that he says he shows how compassion is, how we can access compassion. And he, again, more than anyone I've ever met, has done a transformation in his thinking and in his life and in his actions. And I know for me, I'm astounded by him and by that idea. It just really inspires me to how much a human being really can grow and change if we keep an open mind. And Avraham Avinu, no one around him saw Hashem, God, the way that he did. And TM also, we have an opportunity with our children to see them in a way, much like Carrie Barcone said during the last Raising a Masterclass series, if we don't believe in our children, who's going to? So even if we're struggling like crazy with them, or we're having a hard time seeing what is good, we have an opportunity to choose, to step back and see what is good. This is in any relationship. It works. We can be immersed in an environment of wickedness, and yet still choose to transcend, choose to rise above, choose to see the good. It's not always easy. However, there are people like myself that can help and support you in doing that, because we all have our blind spots. So TM, I was so thankful to be able to get together with him. And it just reminds me of how much, if we just allow our minds to be open just a little bit, especially for our children, to see what kind of transformation is possible in our relationships, in our thoughts, our actions, and in our relationships, that it's possible. Always holding on to hope of connection and compassion and joy with our children and with our families. It may not be evident right now, and you may have a hard time seeing it. However, it is possible. Again, Abraham Avinu saw, in the face of no agreement whatsoever in the world, where the sun and the moon and the stars were prayed to. I have a funny joke that I would say when I was a Mora for 3-year-olds. I said, we don't dive into a doorknob. We don't dive into the chair. The chair's not going to do anything. So, and they got a big kick out of that. It's a thing that still kind of comes up every so often, that we can see Hashem in the world. All we have to do is look around. We can look outside nature, if that's what helps us to reconnect, or we can look at our children, look at pictures of them when they're small. And that's who they still are inside. That's who we still are inside. We have our own inner child that needs to be nurtured. That's equally as important for our self-care, so we can then give our best, as much as humanly possible, to our families. It's not always easy. This is the avoda. This is the work. This is the journey. And again, I am here to support you during 5783. We are now on the other side of the Chagim. If you want support to break through your parenting challenges, let me know. Look in the comment below, and there's the link to connect with me for a free 20-minute call. I'm here to support you. I just wish you a beautiful Shabbos. That and Hashem, by the way, reminded us that he is not going to ever, by the colors of the rainbow, that he will never destroy the world again. So we have options always to see what is good, new opportunities for hope and connection. And I'm so happy to be here and connected with you. So wishing you a beautiful Shabbos, and here's to growing and sharing your happy heart.